You believe in love. You got something to say about it. And it goes something like this, like this. Only diamonds, crystal, 18 karat gold. That's because no bad cats, you know, they never last. No, no. What you need is your hand to lift into your higher ground. All right, that was Madonna. Express Yourself. That is the song that came to me regarding this North Node in Taurus, South Node in Scorpio. Because the North Node in Taurus says express yourself, and the South Node in Scorpio says repress yourself. So we might feel comfortable repressing ourselves and our emotions and our expressions in the next 18-month cycle. However, we're being asked, and we will feel a sense of like enlightenment and happiness if we express ourselves through creative arts, through singing, through communication or conversations, and things of that nature. Taurus rules the throat, which is the blue chakra. So meditating and focusing on blue might be very beneficial during this time. So the North Node entered Taurus officially on January 19th of this year. And it will be transiting the Taurus area of the sky for 18 months. So it will wrap up July 17th, 2023. Hi, I totally forgot to introduce myself. It's Mercury retrograde on top of that. Hi, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Karina. I'm an intuitive, transformational life coach and astrologist, and I'm here to give you an update on the next 18-month cycle with the nodes in Taurus and Scorpio. So I will be giving specific dates. So if you have your astrology birth chart, pull it out, pull it up, and let's get right into it with some dates. Now, the North Node is the area in which we're learning healthy personal developments and growth. So if you look at your chart, you'll see this little headphone, which I totally forgot to change my background, which I feel like I need to do. Oh, not turn off my video. Oh, Lord. Oh, geez. All right, let's see if I have the North Node one. No, I don't, but I will pull it up so I can show you guys what the nodes look like. Yes, because I'm doing so many videos now, I really don't have time to edit them because I have to get on with my day. But, so, oh, this might be a cool picture. Okay, now let's go over here. And how's this look? Yeah, that's fine. We could deal with that, right? Okay, so the North Node looks like headphones, and the South Node is upside down headphones. So if you pull out your chart, look at where your North Node and South Node is. If it happens to be in Taurus, welcome to your nodal return. It is a big shift in destiny and purpose in your life. Now, for the rest of the collective, we are looking for where Taurus is in our natal birth chart. For me, it's in my 10th house of career and legacy. There's going to be a lot of focus. Maybe that's why I decided to do more videos on my career. Okay. So with that being said, the North Node is the area in which we have the least amount of experience, and therefore is it's very uncomfortable for us, right? Because as humans, what do we love? We love activities that we're good at, right? I love to play pool and I'm good at it. I've been playing since I was 7, right? And so I enjoy playing pool because I'm good at it. Now, if I wasn't good at playing pool, I probably wouldn't like to do it, right? So one thing that I have never really played except for PE is soccer. Now, soccer, I don't like playing soccer. It's not that I don't like playing soccer, but if I were to, it's not something that I go out and be like, oh, I want to play soccer, because I don't know how to play. I don't really know a whole lot about soccer. I didn't have that soccer mom. So with that being said, the North Node is somewhere that we are kind of have to challenge ourselves in that direction. So let's say if your North Node is in the sign of Libra, this means your South Node is in the sign of Aries, which says that you feel extremely comfortable doing everything on your own. You're very independent. You like to do everything alone. You like to go there fast, right? Because Aries is fast. I want to go, because if you want to go somewhere fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go with others, right? So with the North Node in Libra in your chart, let's say, you feel uncomfortable being in partnerships or relationships, or maybe marriage, or the idea of being committed gives you much anxiety. So whatever that we are scared of, right? That saying, do something every day that scares you. Whatever we're scared of is usually we're going to find in this North Node area. So do something every day that scares you, and you will grow and evolve. And that's what the destiny points are all about. So pretty much it is the reason why we have reincarnated here, because we are developing certain energies and certain, in this life, we're being thrown certain experiences in which to push us further towards our uncomfort zone, in which we will eventually know very well towards the end of the last half of our life, that we do find much more happiness in the area of the North Node. Okay, so that being said, the North Node just switched into Taurus. Now, Taurus is an earth sign, and it's fixed. It's fixed. It doesn't like change. It mostly sustains the energy while it's in the sign, right? So Tauruses, they are ruled by Venus, okay? And I am more of the belief that I don't like the fact that certain zodiac signs share ruling planets, because I just feel like there's enough to go around. Why are they sharing? Now, Venus to me is more ruled by Libra. Now, Taurus to me is more ruled by the earth. Okay, because there's nothing really that rules Earth, and we're here. And I believe that Taurus rules the Earth area, because even if you look, like, you have Orion that passes through, and then on the other side in Scorpio area is a Fucus, which is the serpent bearer, right? You have Orion, which is kind of like the warrior over there. And then you have the serpent bearer. So that's kind of what I think personally. But These are usually individuals, okay? Taurus energy are usually individuals that want to make a product of the self. Like sometimes, like material wealth is important to these people. So they feel their power in having something. So fixed Taurans do not like changes in their wealth. And you might think that this is true for everyone. However, some people do not measure their lives by the wealthy, but Taurus energy does. Now, the esoteric ruler for Taurus is Vulcan. You guys remember? Live long and prosper. This is the blacksmith of the gods. Words associated with Taurus is, and that which will be highlighted for the next 18-month cycle of the nodes is perseverance, which we're going to need. Sacred Earth Mother, which is nurturing ourselves, making ourselves feel as comfortable as possible as everything is shifting and changing around us. Okay. And also the earth is going through a massive shift and purging because the magnetic poles are shifting very quickly. So Mother Earth will be speaking, okay, in the next 18 months. This is through, we're already seeing it with the volcano in Tonga, but like earthquakes and anything kind of earth, like volcanoes, which then, you know, all these triggers tsunamis. So a lot of physical earthly shakeups is kind of what's happening for this next 18-month cycle. This is the energy around what we have. So this is a 3D thing, just like we're spiritually embodied. So spiritual embodiment is another. And then the divine voice of intuition. So listening to our higher self and being able to speak our truth. And Taurus is also a light bringer. Okay. It's third eye awakening. I think a lot of people will be awakening to their third eye, especially those that are that have the North Node in Taurus. Revealing the right relationships. Okay. Because when the shit hits the fan, then you know who your real friends are, right? Simplicity. So we're simplifying our life because we have been supersized here in the US, and we're going through a huge transformation where all this conditioning on the more is better. Now we're realizing that we don't really have those things like we used to. And so we're going to have to live more simply and be happy in those simple things. Building as a function of revolution. So this is huge in the next 18-month cycle, that we are building communities and networks in order to have a revolution, because we are in the energy of Aquarius. Saturn is still in Aquarius, and a form of art, okay, of creation, like I said, and like singing and having conversations. Now, the song that I picked was Express Yourself, Don't Repress Yourself. I really like that, by Madonna. So some famous Tauruses is Queen Elizabeth II. Okay, very well put together. She likes her jewelry and her hats and her clothes and her handbags, you know, very Taurian. We have Jack Nicholson, Renee Zellweger, Al Pacino, Channing Tatum, all these people that I don't really know because I'm not really into that. But I do know Jack Nicholson. He has a great smile. And I remember he loves the Warriors. So I do know that. So the tarot card associated with Taurus is the Hierophant. And this indicates like spiritual wisdom, religious beliefs, conformity, tradition, and institutions. So we will be desiring some stability in this ever-changing world around us, which is transforming, and having a connection beyond our physical will assist in creating more comfort and safety during this next 18-month cycle. So if you have been lacking a ritual and tradition, create a regular practice, such as daily prayer or meditation or saying grace before a meal. Just being thankful for what we have. And consider exploring your spiritual or religious heritage. I think this is going to help us get through, like, what we believe is going to help us get through this North Node in Taurus. That is so good. It's a treat to have coffee. It sure is a treat. I put maple syrup, cardamom, Vietnamese cinnamon, and it is damn good. Damn good. I'm feeling a little, I'm waking up. Waking up. But, all right, some dates. Last time the North Node was in Taurus was 2003, 2004. Exactly. April 13th, 2003, December 13th, 2004. What was happening for you? I moved, okay? Because if you think about it, the South Node, the nodes pertain to the eclipses, and eclipses are changes. So we will be having changes a lot in the areas of Taurus and Scorpio in our chart. And if you're a rising Leo, then you will be having changes in your foundation, your IC and your MC. This is really huge for us because it will be changing not only our career and legacy, but our homes as well. So we could be moving, we could be rearranging, having reconstruction. We could have people leaving our life. We could even focus a little more on our roots and our ancestry, maybe working with our Akashic records. This might also be a good thing for us to do. So think about what was shifting and changing for you. In 2003, I moved to San Diego. There was a lot of shifts in my job at the time because I was not self-employed. And let's just see when, I'm kind of curious, when that electronic store went out of business. Let's see. Huh. No one cared, huh? It's not even on here. When did Good Guys go out of business? 2003. Yes. So there was a shift in my career. So I had been working at the same electronic store since 1999. 1999. And the electronic store went out of business in 2003. See, astrology is amazing. This shit don't lie. So definitely look in your chart to see what was shifting for you in 2003, 2004. And most likely we're going to see the same themes and shifts for this next 18-month cycle. Now, the South Node, this was the halfway mark. When the South Node, this is the opposite nodes. When the South Node was in Taurus and the North Node was in Scorpio, we was in August of 2012 and January of 2014. Because I remember I graduated college. Okay, 2012. And I also had a major awakening to the very Scorpion is I saw the connection between all systems. That's when I was like, oh my God, I totally got sold on spending all this money to go to school when it's just a part of their system. Meaning the school system that we were raised in from we were kids, they're all training us to be worker bees and to subscribe to their companies and their system, like healthcare, getting your vaccines, getting your checkups, like, you know, making you things outside of yourself have more power over your own self. We know our bodies better than anything. So the second that you feel anything shift in your body, any little thing, I mean, it could be a little pain, go get it checked, because most likely it's the start of something. So we know our bodies better than anyone. And it's about working with our doctor and figuring things out, not the doctor telling us what to do, because their job is to give us comfort. And sometimes those comforts are just Band-Aids. So they're going to prescribe a lot of drugs and medication that's just to subside the side effects, okay? Not cure the cause. So they will prescribe whatever, and it's our choice whether we take it or not. We can decide for ourselves, okay, well, let me research, and maybe I could take some vitamins and some minerals, maybe change my habits and maybe my food intake and stuff like that. And then we'll see first if that heals me, right? And then last case scenario, I'll take the medication or the drug until I figure out how I could heal the cause of what's happening in our body, because everything is linked together. I digress. Now, with the nodes shifting into the same area that Uranus has been retrograding, this is a sure sign that we will be having pretty much we're getting primed and prepped for all the crazy unexpected shifts that are lined up for the next 18 months. So as I was looking through the chart and watching the nodes as they shift around, you want to write down May 21st, because this is Taurus. This is like it's Taurus. No, it's Gemini. Okay, so the sun will be, and Mercury will be exactly 0 degree Gemini. Okay, so this is the start of Gemini season. So the sun and Mercury is going to be going over, and let me pull that up so it'll make it easier on myself. All right. July. Okay, May. My Astro Gold app is on my phone. Okay. If you could see that. Boop, that's what I'm looking at. So, yeah. So the sun and Mercury is going to be moving over where the North Node was for us in 2020, 2021. And now the sun and Mercury are coming together, okay? Which is our ego, our self-awareness, our vitality, and it's coming up to join and merge energies with the planet of communication. Okay, Gemini is also the communicator between the worlds. They balance that. They have that kind of perfect balance between the masculine and the feminine energy. They're very androgynous by nature. Now, Mercury will be retrograde during this time. So Mercury is going to be chilling in this area. And this is when the same spot that the North Node was in the beginning of January of this year. Okay. Do you remember the beginning of January? January 4th, let's say, through the 17th was like the 0 degrees of Gemini for the North Node. And we started off the new year pretty hard, right? With the coronavirus just spreading like wildfire. We were kind of, I don't know, slowed down with all the retrogrades on top of that. So I don't know, this may indicate something coming around from the coronavirus, maybe being seen in our children, or maybe something around children being forced back into distant learning, or maybe the children were forced into distant learning and maybe they're coming back out. But we may be more inclined in this time around to be standing up and rising against like type attitude, where before we just stayed silent and kind of took it, right? So if you don't step forward, you will always stay in the same place. Or there might be something like new information around the coronavirus too. But definitely something that is worth talking about. So just be mindful, because we have Neptune. We have Neptune conjunct Mars. So just be mindful during this time in May, around May, of the delusions. Okay. So we can be easily deceived. And so I think this is like a great time for the media to pump out some bullshit. Because we're not seeing things clearly. So people are more, like people that are more sensitive or fearful, this could be a difficult transit for you. So this is your call to tighten up, okay? Get your confidence up, your spiritual beliefs in order. Evolve into a more self-aware person, choosing to live in another or a higher frequency. Okay, so you could ask yourself, are you living in the 3D? Are you living in the 5D? Are you living by faith? Or are you living by sight? Okay, so we will be seeing the battle of the worlds, the old world based in fear, okay, in control, which we've been living for a very long time, and the new world, which is based in freedom and revolution. So the old world will not go down easy, right? And we're already seeing that. We've had this Uranus-Saturn square for a while. So we must come together as one, okay? Whether you're from the left wing or you're from the right wing, learn that we are the same freaking bird, okay? Better recognize, we all won, okay? How could this be done? How can this be done? How can we come together with our differences? That is what we're learning. Let go of ego, have conversations, be open. You need to let go of that ego, because that creates cognitive dissonance. That creates, I can't change what I believe because I've believed it for so long. Even if there's evidence that your beliefs have evolved and changed, or evidence have come out that it's not true, your beliefs, or it's not accurate, right? We can hold on to things just because our ego wants to be right. Our ego is a funny thing. Our ego is there to protect us. And sometimes it likes to protect our pride. So what you believe as black. Okay, so let go of ego and what you believe is black and white. Okay, find the truth in each side or the other side, right? Don't keep yourself in a cage, because society has put us all in the cage and all in boxes. So we have our little cages, then they put us in separate boxes and categories, creating these walls between the collective, like the people within the collective, within the hive, let's say, because the bee needs more control. So between us, so that they can remain having power and control. And this is what has been happening, because before the coronavirus, we were really excelling and elevating and evolving. There were so many people thriving in their businesses and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, all the businesses are not thriving anymore, right? What's thriving? Walmart, okay? Because they're holding a lot of the power because they're being provided the goods to put on the shelf and the products, but no other little mom and pop places can. So we need to unfuck ourselves from past conditioning. Excuse my French. We are good enough. Remember, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So we need each other more right now than ever before in our lives. Now, let's go to June 10th. June 10th. June 10th. June 10th. All right. June 10th. Okay, we're still in Gemini season. Oh, I see. Where's Pluto? All right, let me get the hours down here. Pluto. Oh, wait, my bad. What's going on? Ah, the Venus. Okay, Venus, the feminine archetype, which rules Taurus, right? And our money and abundance and love is conjoining in a conversation with Uranus. So this can be like an internal knowing, intuitive insights, and dreams that will be very vivid and psychic, especially those with Neptune and Sagittarius, like myself. This is like, I think, going to shake the earth. It's going to shake our foundation of what we have or what we've built. This could be challenging. This could be challenging. The feminine could be having this intuitive insights and flashes as to what the future is going to look like. So the feminine, put on your smart hats around June 10th. Okay, because we're going to be getting some insights in that area. Okay, July 20th. This one is a big one because it's wrapping up a cycle from that started January 17th. So January 17th was the full moon in Cancer. Remember that? It's really intense for a lot of people because the sun was conjunct Pluto. I personally loved this energy. It was before that was really hard, like the new moon in Capricorn, that was really hard. But the full moon in Cancer conjunct Pluto was okay with me. I mean, I have a sun square Pluto, kind of sucks, but I'm kind of used to this this hard aspect. But Cancers, okay, so the sun will be opposed Pluto. That's what I want to say. So July 20th, the sun will oppose Pluto, as where January 17th, the sun conjunct Pluto. Okay, so this is a completion. This is a completion from January 17th from the full moon in Cancer. So Cancers, or if you have a Cancer sun, moon, rising, whatever, but you might have some sort of crisis either in your relationships, okay, or with your self-esteem, or maybe something happens in your life that shifts where you're second guessing things. Okay, this could be things within yourself and those in your partnership. So mark that date down. This will especially affect the United States because the United States has a sun in Cancer, and possibly how we have been like seen like in the world, like how others have viewed us, okay? And projected what we've projected out into the world, the United States, is much different than what we are experiencing now. Like kind of like what goes around comes around. There has been a shift of power, okay? We won't be feeling as confident as we once did as a nation. The United States might experience like our partnerships, okay, maybe other countries that we were allies with, becoming more manipulative, domineering, or straight up just breaking apart, like cutting ties. We could see more events such as violence, destruction, natural disasters. So keep your eyes on your freedoms and the powers around voting rights. Okay. Martin Luther King quoted, the states could not be hired to protect and expand. Did I say that right? Okay, for some reason, I could not find that quote again. I think because I talk and then it types sometimes when I'm researching and typing my notes and stuff. So that might have typed out wrong. Maybe it didn't. Who knows? But what Martin Luther King was saying was we need not to trust so much in the system, and we need to trust in ourselves. So I'll give you another quote because I found another one. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. Okay, so that's a good one here. Now, let's go to July 31st. Thanks for holding in there with me, guys. These somewhat impromptu videos. Okay. So, July 31st, we have Uranus. Oh my God. We have Uranus, Mars, and the North Node at 18 degrees of Taurus, like all on top of each other. July 31st. Okay, well, what about, oh, okay, so in August 1st. Okay, August 1st, July 31st, that area, okay? The sun will be in Leo, okay? And Leo squares Taurus and Scorpio. Therefore, the sun and Mercury is squaring the nodes. Okay, this is challenging energy. There is a battle happening between what we have and what we're transforming in our life, all the while trying to stay hopeful. Okay, so Uranus conjunct the North Node in Taurus and Mars. April, Uranus and the North Node start moving closer together. So in April, we will start feeling these two. Okay, so we just had a Mercury retrograde moment. I was totally kicked off my network and the video stopped. So I'm going to have to now edit this video and put them together. So let me get back to where I was. April, Uranus, and the North Node are starting to move closer together. And maybe this is just a sign that things are going to be thrown off, maybe have a harder time with our electronics and our devices. I know that there's been a lot of action on the sun, like solar flares, coronal hole of the coronal holes of the sun facing Earth Our magnetosphere is a bit weak. And so we're getting a lot of this geomagnetic storms, and we're feeling it here on Earth, which will then trigger more Earth type things like earthquakes, volcanoes, blah, blah, blah. Right. And also with all these 5G towers that they're launching, I think this month I heard something about one of the airplane flights could not fly because the 5G towers were so close to the airport that it threw off that navigation system in the planes. I didn't research it too much, but that was the gist of it, which is kind of scary, right? I mean, these 5G towers are pretty much microwave baking us, our bodies. Like if it could throw off an airplane, where an airplane can't even fly, then we got bigger things on our hands. And that needs to be looked at a lot more. I mean, that's what I felt was like the beginning of this coronavirus anyways. Because if you actually looked at when it started, was when Trump was in office, China was pretty much the first ones to come out with the 5G towers in the same area where the coronavirus was being made in the lab or where it was released. Right? The pandemic, right? So I was wondering if it was something that was made to slow them down. The United States always wants to be number one. And I remember Trump was very big on that. Like he wants to be number one in 5G. And at the time, China was. So I think like all of this really has to do with a lot of these, the money and the power around these 5G towers and stuff like that, because they're pretty much setting up for us to be in the oasis or on the metaverse. Okay. In the metaverse. Like, so things have got to be running at top par, which our internet speeds are going to be faster, right? Things might be moving faster on the online world, but in the physical world, it's destroying us. It's just, it's really not healthy. Okay. So let's get right back into this. So February 23rd, 2023 is when Uranus and the North Node will finally be separating. But starting around the 31st, okay, July 31st, is when Uranus and the North Node come together and they travel together for the rest of the year. Like, oh my God. This is going to be a freaking crazy year. So definitely mark this on your calendars. There is going to be unexpected abrupt shifts. Uranus, Mars, North Node, all at 18 degrees. Then Mars, the masculine, will meet up with Uranus for an electrifying dance revealing the revolutionary change we will be seeing unfold. Unfold in our lives, giving us a gist of where these nodes will be highlighting for the remainder of this cycle through Taurus and Scorpio. So around this time, those of us that have Chiron at 18 degrees of Taurus will be having massive healing around what will be taking place. We will have a powerful wrap up of how we have been trained to live and survive within the constructs created by the structures of society. We will be breaking free from everything familiar in pursuit of freedom, liberation, and finding other ways to create abundance and a living for ourselves in the new world. This will not be an easy transition, but it will be a well worth transition. Also, the sun being in Cancer, showing us our need for love and nurturing of our home and family in these times of change in our careers and our jobs and businesses. So we want the change and the transition very badly, but is being somewhat held back by what we were told that we were supposed to do and be in society. When it comes down to our ego, what it really needs is approval of others. And that's what we're up against. We are trying to go against these trained conformities and what we're supposed to be. So let's say if you're the man of the house and you're in this career, it's not working for you, want to break free, you want to quit. However, you have this family that you're trying to take care of, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that the old world training is going to survive. I think eventually we're going to come to a breaking point where hey, we're not happy and I can't do this anymore. So that's going to shift a lot of what we have and our values and our money, which is shifting. We're going to see a lot more cryptocurrencies and artificial intelligence. And yeah, we'll be driven also to the more simple things in life. So minimalizing not only our lives, but our workload, breaking free from anything that's like a limiting situation in our lives. We just want it to be gone and done with. Chiron at 18 degrees. I wanted to read from the inside degrees of this 18 degrees of Taurus, because there's a lot of action happening in this area. And step astrology by Christopher Witecki is 18 would be the 1 is the sun and 8 is Saturn. Okay. And Saturn's in Aquarius. And so it's about finding our love of creating and building a new future, a new system, or building within our own lives stability in the simple things too. So let's see what 18 degrees of Taurus reads. It's a woman with hundreds of breasts. Wow. That might be weird. The fruit of the vine. Limitless supply is the rhythmical law of the Divine Mother. There are those who are given over to the Divine Mother and her earthly counterparts, she of earth, and who is called upon to give of something beyond them and to do so selflessly. A heavy responsibility to take on because there are no boundaries to it. A certain capture in being able to serve in this fashion with multiple undertones of realization and fruition. Yet the ritual gesture, the signature, is so given over to the mother that what dominates every breath is the explicit need that it is here, to live inside that need, to be surrounded by it everywhere, to know only that there is somebody that is everybody. Here, who asks, who must have substance and inspiration, the growing into the task and becoming worthy of the investiture and the singular dedication to complete to the mother's satisfaction all that is intended in perfect consciousness endowment. Okay, that was kind of a hard read to understand, but it's pretty much saying just take in consideration everything, and our breath is important. So if we're still breathing, and we're doing pretty good. Sad but true. God, these nails. All right, so I was looking up let's see. Okay. This guy's chart. Okay, so there's something about a tennis player I was looking up. Novak. I'm a little behind the times, I know. But I was looking at his chart, and he is a 0 degrees Gemini. I think he is. Okay. And this is exactly where the North Node point was at the January 4th through the 17th. I wonder if that's when he was let go, or what, his passport got taken away. Something about his vaccine too, like he didn't want to get vaccinated. He's been working on a cure for the coronavirus. It's just weird how all that shit went down. I want to know more. So if you know anything about it, please comment below and let me know. But Mars conjunct Saturn in his 8th house, living life with the brakes on, hidden things, other people's power over you. So that makes sense as to what was going on for him. So let me pull up this article. It looks like January 10th, there was an article that came out saying that Novak is back on the tennis court after Australian judge revokes visa cancellation. But then so his visa was canceled due to COVID-19 vaccination status. Okay. That is just, it blows my mind how these systems think that they could tell us what to do with our bodies. Like, this is like the first time in history. Like, you have to have this. It fucking what? And there's people that actually are okay with this. Okay, the court will order as follows. Okay, so the court ordered. So, okay, let's see what happened later. So I know there was a change. Oh, that's not even coming up anymore. Damn, Mercury retrograde. Damn it. I think, let me see. Oh my God, it's not even coming up. This is such a Mercury retrograde moment. Oh my God. So apparently, I think the end result is he ended up getting his passport. And you guys probably know more if you're up to date with the news and stuff, and you have a TV and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, this guy is borderline Taurus Gemini. He's a cusper. His birthday is May 22nd of 1987. He's only 34 years old, at the top in the height of his career. Okay. He's got his North Node in Aries, okay, which is really moving away from always having to do things with another person. He's here to learn how to go alone in his ventures, which is kind of funny because tennis is such a solo sport. You know, you don't work as a team, which is right along the lines there. It looks like Chiron is transiting the North Node too. So there's a lot of healing that is around his destiny and purpose and what he's accomplished in this life. It's too bad that he's getting a lot of shade thrown on him. Let's see, 3, 6, 9. Yeah, Jupiter is squaring his sun. And in the North Node. Oh, so July 17th. I think that's when his passport, I think, got evoked or something. Or that was the full moon in Cancer. So the full moon in Cancer was in his 4th house of home. So that makes sense. There was a completion, like where he considered his home, maybe where he lived or whatever, has come to an end. So, and it was opposing Venus retrograde, right? In his area of his career and legacy. Wow, and the sun was conjunct Pluto in his 10th house of career. So there was a lot of transformation happening there and highlighting that transformation. And because Venus was retrograde in his midheaven, he's being blasted on social media and put in the eyes of the people, right? In a more negative light, because Venus is retrograde on his MC. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. So I just wanted to pull up that chart just to do something different. Like it just, I don't know why I was led to this guy, but I was. And so that's that. If you are interested in learning more about astrology, I host workshops on Zoom, live with me, walk you through how to read a birth chart. I think it's really important in getting to know ourselves, our evolution, and preparing ourselves. With everything that's so unexpected and shifting like crazy, I think it's really good to have that foundation of being able to read the stars and the planet. So if you'd like to join me, please personal message me. I have links below. You can do a consultation, send me an email or a text, and just let me know that you want to be in. I'm doing one this Friday, which is tomorrow. Wow, it's already Thursday. So Friday, I'm hosting a workshop live. If you'd like to hop on that, hit me up. Please like and share my videos, put a little thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. The more subscribers, then the more things that YouTube is going to allow me to do. I really want to do lives, and I can't do lives yet. So that would be awesome. And yeah, if you'd like to support me in any way, I also have an Etsy. The links are below. I make these bracelets, custom bracelets, crystals, zodiac bracelets, and art. Yeah, fun stuff. I do custom toilet seat art that I started to do in 2013. And yeah, there's a lot of shifts. A lot of shifts that are happening with this North Node. This will be the half year report, because I did pretty much through the end of July. There's just a lot to look at. So maybe I'll do another video for the North Node, the last half of the cycle through the Taurus and Scorpio nodes. So I wanted to pull some cards. Let me grab my cards real quick. If you'd like to have a card reading, stick around. All right, first I'll start off with the archetypes. Diamonds. Diamonds is the girl's best friend. Okay, so this is for the first half of the North Node in Taurus. The heart. What the heart wants, the heart gets. $125. The home, the center, the throne. Oh. It is possible from an imaginable point of view to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expression or compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There is no in between. It is common for us to leave this archetypal center without realizing it, as the world, with its seductive twists and turns, offers us frequent departure. We may even become a stranger to the landscape of the heart, leaving it vacant for long stretches of time. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild, sacred center of the self. The most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. So when in light, expansive, knowing, gentle, clarity. When in the dark, tangled, betrayal, fraught. This is so North Node Taurus, South Node Scorpio. And then to go deeper, Wild is the Wind by Nina Simone. Some say that there is a cave at the center of the heart. Others say it's a pool with a flowering white lotus. Imagine yourself there and draw what you see. Recall the last time your heart was touched. Soak in every detail you can and feel the heart awaken. It's such a good card. So we really want to focus on our heart, our happiness, like what we want to create. And yeah, our children, protect our children. Number one, above all, protect our children. I think our children know too much these days. The Alchemist, the Observer. I'm going to read one, which was the Alchemist because that was the first I saw. '88. The Alchemist card indicates a time of metamorphosis. It is a call to view everything in your current life as an opportunity for growth. Right now is a potent time to plant the seeds of what you want to invite in. It is also a reminder that our thoughts are incredibly powerful. Yeah, in the new world, we can manifest anything through our thoughts and our actions. We may not feel like we have a lot of control over our lives, but we can work hard at changing our thought patterns to ones that empower us. So this is during all this change, we want to definitely focus on what we can control. And we can control what our daily lives look like. And what we do, yeah, like waking up early has really helped me a lot with my happiness, especially a Leo in winter. The sun is little by little coming out from this winter slumber. Whatever they are given, the alchemist is able to transmute. They may have a handful of bad ingredients, but they are able to make magic with what they have. This is so Taurus. It can be a long process, but they hold a vision for the final product. They continuing to show up in their negative situation and slowly work at transmuting it. This is all about transmuting, which is so Scorpio, because Scorpio rules the death and the transformation within the death, right? It's a metamorphosis, just like a butterfly. Someone who is in the shadow of alchemist may not believe in themselves. They may have both a fear of failure and a fear of success. And that is definitely the Pluto aspects, negative aspects to the sun. So like Sun conjunct Pluto, Sun opposed Pluto, and we will be experiencing those, and we have already. So not conjunct, I'm sorry, square and oppose. Keeping them paralyzed in their current situations. They can also minimize situations and keep their true feelings inside, as opposed to getting them out and moving on. A key to being an alchemist is naming what is happening so that you can work with it. So just really being mindful of what you're experiencing, what you're going through, and how you could better look at it, the situation, and come out on top. So yeah, let's do an animal spirit card. I have to hop on a Zoom call. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Ooh, the shark. Ooh, scary. Well, it's a water sign. We have earth and water. The nodes are shifting, earth and water. All right, let's see. Shark. Shark. I mean, a dolphin would have been nice. But a shark? Yeah. We'll see what it has to say. Oh no, where'd it go? The shark is hiding. Oh, here it is. Directness, exposure, revealing truth, nature, and desire. So Scorpio and Taurus. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. So in acknowledging the hidden aspects, the things that we intuit and feel, and the things that we have already been revealed. So yeah, this card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. Okay. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Yeah, we might not know a whole lot of what's going on right now and what's unfolding, what the big agenda is, but we will be revealed that. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, and to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. So when in balance, captivating, mysterious, intriguing; when out of balance, sneaky and destructive. And to bring into balance is honesty. So we really just want to be honest with ourselves and the people around us of what it is that we are trying to manifest, and maybe our fears. Like, we could expose our fears, and sometimes that is what we need to do. It's healing and being in the moment, in the present, now, right? We are healing. A lot of healing is going to be taking place. And sometimes healing could be ugly. You know, it's like the shadow aspects of ourselves in our lives that we have to like confront and try to transmute and transform during this time. So now breathe into your heart, embrace all that you allow or resist. Feel this present moment as you enter the space of now. Slip into the stillness with an open heart and an open mind, and feel the honesty of your being. Each moment in your life is filled with wonderment, challenges, joy, and sorrow. Allow all things to be as they are right now, and you will feel free to be who you are. Each moment releases the wisdom, love, and empowerment needed to bring balance to every situation, person, or place active in our energy at that moment. If you are focused somewhere else in space or time, you miss the gift. For the only time we ever truly have is now. So be present and feel the empowerment of your truth. It's going to get you through the next 18-month cycle. Guaranteed. And healing. Feeling into you and realize that the giving and receiving of love is all its many amazing shades of magnificence is the key to healing. Every illness is a symbolic message from one part of the self to the other concerning your emotional responses to life. Let yourself heal. Use your will, your intentions, and your wisdom to understand with compassion and perceptions and experiences that you carry. Become intimate with you before trying to help another. Respect the right of another to carry the pain they choose in order to find the truth of their higher self. We're all on a different timeline. We're all awakening at different times. Okay, if everyone awakened at the same time, we wouldn't have much of a system to even run. Okay, there would be nothing. We'd all be just like, pain is a way for higher self gets your attention. It is the way this amazing, wonderful universe that is you shows you where you hold imbalance. It is doing all it can to bring you into balance so that you can fulfill your potential. All is perfect in this moment. Wow, 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 wow. All right, one more. Oh, it's 10. Crap. Okay. One more. Pause. Trust your own understanding. Trust your own understanding and a pause. I'm going to do pause. Take a moment to assess what's going on at this time. You're holding on to control and not allowing many wonderful blessings to come into your life. Control is Scorpio. Grant yourself an opportunity to get into the sunshine. You deserve to receive the new prospect. That's Taurus. Resistance can create unnecessary blocks. That's Scorpio. Interference can be caused by a multitude of energies, including your own attitude, other people, the weather, and so on. Create the opportunity to regroup and don't feel the need to fight what is happening. It is a waste of energy. Find something else to do and wait until there is a better flow to finish the task at hand. The willingness to try something new is all that is needed to create something wonderful. All right, guys, we're stepping into the new. Thanks for joining. Thanks for liking. Thanks for sharing my videos. And you guys make this a very transformational, powerful, growth-driven, third eye awakening, ascending into the new world, revolutionary type energy for the next 18-month cycle. All right, peace out, your Lucid Living Coach.